Another case of alleged blue whale challenge coming in Rajasthan's Bhopalgarh, but this time not a teenager, instead a 42-year-old ex-serviceman who took part in this blue whale challenge. The visuals of those you can see on your television screens. Interestingly, this is not a teenage victim. We are speaking about a 42-year-old ex-serviceman who took part in this challenge. The retired armyman Bharmal Jat was rescued by his family members as he tried to take his own life in a bathroom. And the final task in this game he had been following through was to torture himself to death. His loud cries from bathroom alerted the family members, who rescued him and then took him to a hospital. An absolute bizarre case coming in from Rajasthan's Bhopalgarh of a blue whale challenge there, a victim of blue whale game there, but this time it's not a teenager, instead a 42-year-old ex-serviceman. The retired armyman Bharmal Jat was rescued by his family members as he tried to take his own life in the bathroom of his home. The final task he'd been following through was to torture himself to death, and his loud cries from the washroom alerted his family members, who rescued him and took him to the hospital. Arvind Singh joining us live for further inputs. Arvind, what more details do we have?
Look, this incident, this bizarre incident has come from Jhala Malai village of Bhopalgarh in Jodhpur district in Rajasthan. This is an undescript village 100 km from the district headquarters, and this 42-year-old ex-serviceman named Bharmal has tried to took his life in a washroom because he was completing the last challenge of blue whale game. And after his loud cries from the washroom, his own family has rescued him, and then when they realized that he need the medical attention also, he was shifted to the local hospital, where doctors realized that he was a victim of the blue whale game. So you can clearly see that blue whale game is not only targeting the children, but the adults are also in the ambit of this game. And secondly, that the impact of this game is not limited to the urban areas, but this Jhala Malai named undescript village in somewhere in Jodhpur district of Rajasthan, you can see that adults are falling victim to the blue whale game. And this is a case the Mirror now is exclusively reporting, and this may be perhaps the first case in the country where an adult person has been found victim of blue whale game and tried to took his own life for completing the last task of the blue whale game.
Coming close on the heels after just days after the Supreme Court terming blue whale challenge as a national problem, the Supreme Court has also ordered the government there, Arvind, remember, to come up with a plan within 3 weeks to ban the game that's believed to have driven many teens. But this, of course, is the first adult victim that the country has reported. There just goes to show that the blue whale challenge is clearly spreading its wings.
Yes, definitely, and this is a nondescript village. People are connected through the 2G and 4G networks, so the menace of blue whale has reached the rural populace of India also. And you can see that this is an ex-serviceman who may have served in army for 15-20 years. So clearly he was a mature and man who can understand things, but still the 42-year-old Bharmal has fell victim to the blue whale. And when he was rescued by his family members, when he was completing the last task or taking his life in the washroom of his own home. So clearly you can see the impact on the mind of these victims by this game. And if it is reaching to the adults in the nondescript villages of the country, then the Supreme Court has rightly pointed out that blue whale is the menace and it has to be eradicated out, because it would take more victims, not only the children, but even you can see here this is a 42-year-old man who has fallen victim to the blue whale.